Call me wise. Don't grow my beard on here. Hey, I was kind of watching the news and that, and so Louisville, Kentucky, they had some stuff going on down there, and a bunch of young kids, young adults. I can tell these are not adults, of course, because if you were an adult, the riots and stuff would not be happening near a mall. Then also there was a young gentleman that had an argument with a family member in Chicago, and he was going to hurt them with a baseball bat. This is not, it's just a blunt instrument, blunt weapon. This does not call for any bullet to be used. You know, officers, that you have other means of sources to use, such as rubber bullets and also flash grenades. That way we could blind the person in the process if it becomes out of hand. Bullets should not be used in these instances unless a bullet is being used in the problem. And now people out there are saying, well, a mother should not bury a child. Well, a mother should always know what her child's doing at all times. Okay? It's just kind of ridiculous. You can't sit there and blame an officer for just shooting a young adult due to the fact that they have a weapon in hand. Okay? They are there to serve and protect. But the other problem is the officer takes it in hand that a blunt instrument should be stopped by a bullet, and that's just not the case. There are other means to take care of problems like this, and they're not being used, and this is a problem. And if you think about it, the world has changed so much, and now it's becoming a hate crimes, and this is not good. And just like the gentleman said on the news that this mayor of Chicago, it's either you step up or step down. Well, this problem keeps on consistent, consistent problem keeps going on and on and on and on, and it's not being solved. There has to be other matters to take in hand. It's not just changing the mayor, it's changing the means of stupidity within the field of the officers that are in the problem. Now, there got to be other means to solve problems, let's say using the bullet to solve everything. I know that we've had problems with ISIS. I know we had problems with, breaking and enterings. These are people that are out there and causing all these crimes. And mothers that are out there and parents that are out there and knowing their child has done this and feel that their child should be the one being saved. There's the child's in the means of endangerment, knowing that they're shooting at officers or shooting at somebody that a young child get caught in the crossfire, such as an older adult got caught in this crossfire in Chicago, which is definitely the worst thing to hear. Definitely the worst thing to hear. So there's a situation there, and if you think that, well, say the person that is shooting and causing the endangerment, then there's means that child could be shot, to keep from any harming anybody else. But if the officer's doing it in a different way or a different manner in his mindset, then we've got a problem, and that needs to be solved within the precincts. So, officers out there in Chicago, anywhere throughout the U.S., get your head out of your butt, figure out another solution than using the bullet. These people are getting killed right and left. That's not going to solve everything. You guys know you have means of rubber bullets and flash grenades. Okay? There's got to be other things that you can do to solve a problem. Okay, I know you guys got the gear to do it. I don't know why you don't use it. I know there's plenty of, well, I mean, people paying taxes. That's what it's used for. So use it instead of a life coming up empty-handed. Okay. The other problem is these mothers out there saying, well, their children are, I don't want to bury my son. Well, your son is baby out there causing problems, stealing or breaking and entering. It doesn't matter what color you are. This is the fact that he or she has done it. And if you were a parent, you would have been there to stop it. Okay? There's no reason why you have to be angry with anybody else at what they've done. What any officer has done in that instance. They took it on upon themselves to solve the problem. But then I noticed an officer would put 7 bullets into a boy with a blunt object. Okay? That's crazy. That is totally freaking nuts. Okay? A blunt object is not a gun. You could guys say anything you want. It is not a gun. It is a freaking baseball bat. Okay? There's other reasons. There's other main things you could do to solve the problem. Okay? Now, I've heard people say, well, I got my gun out and shoot. And these officers, they don't go to jail for this shit. They don't. They don't go to jail at all. They, it's very likely that it happens. And in some instances they get in for murder, attempted murder, and then they get up for several years. But then, what's that going to solve? If the officer cannot take upon himself to solve the situation in a better manner, then the officer don't need to be an officer at all. Point made. Mothers out there with their children causing problems. If you know your child's doing this stuff, you should have stopped it before. Point made. Just call me wise. Signing out.